Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Sarah. I'm sorry, I just went to do something silly. Might do that for every video actually. But thank you for passing through. Hopefully you're here to stay to the very end. And if not, I hope you find a video that really catches you. So today I want to talk about forgiveness, especially for mums like me who have no contact whatsoever with the father of their children. I used to hate him. I'm not even gonna lie, I really did. I thought he was a scum of the earth. But after having a conversation with my son's grandma, which is his dad's mum, and she basically asked me, oh, is he taking part, is he taking responsibility? And I was like, no, he's still not doing nothing. It's been 10 years, I've been doing it by myself, I'm fine. And she was like, oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, you really don't have to be sorry. I've got to a point where I can see all of the benefits of not having that man in mine or my child's life, and I am so happy about it. And an exercise that I've done that really helps me, there were many exercises because this has been a whole process, but one of the exercises I've done, basically, you want to be in a really relaxing position, maybe laying down, sitting down, be in a peaceful environment, and you want to think about if you were your ex-partner. So what I had to do was really put myself in my son's dad's shoes, and just think about how he could be feeling. Let go of all of my emotions, all of my angst, all of my thoughts, and really just put myself in his position. And for me, it really made me think that, for one, I'm not the easiest of people to approach. I can be very aggressive. If I have an opinion, I have no problem voicing it. I will talk you down, I will interrupt. I can just not be easy to talk to. So I had to think about, okay, maybe if I was in his position, it would be hard to step to someone like me. I wouldn't know what to say. If I was in his position, I would probably feel really ashamed that for 10 years I have done nothing to raise my child. If I was in his position, I would feel embarrassed to introduce myself to a son and say that I'm your dad, but yet I've done no dad duties. If I was in his position, I'd probably be a bit scared to become a father, because maybe I can't do everything I feel a father should do. There were just so many things that came to me and just let me have a lot more empathy for him. Even though we haven't spoken for years, for me it was still very... It just made me see things from a different perspective. For a long time I was always seeing it from my perspective and from my son's perspective. I felt like I had let my son down and my son was going to lack. And now, 10 years down the road, I see that actually my son is not lacking. My son has one parent who he knows loves him to death, who he knows will work and grind and do whatever it takes to make sure he's happy and okay. And for my son, right now, that's all that matters. He really does not care that he doesn't have a dad at the moment. I cared more than he cared. And for other mums out there, I know what it's like to be filled with that anger, to feel like you're alone, that you shouldn't be doing this all by yourself and this person's just getting off scot-free. But I want you to try that exercise. I'm going to see if maybe I can find where I exactly got it from and put it in the section below. But put yourself in that person's shoes. Think about how they really could be feeling. Think about their situation. Are they in a good financial situation that they would even feel confident stepping back into their child's life? Are they mentally stable? Do they have anything to offer? Could they make your child grow into a better person? Are they going to be a better influence? And in my case, I don't think that would have been the case. So doing that exercise just helped me forgive and let go of the anger and the pain that I was feeling towards my son's dad. And I was holding on to that pain and anger for years. And ladies, if you don't know it, it is showing. It is showing on you. It's showing on the way that you carry yourself. It's showing in the way that you react to things. It's showing in how angry you can get at times, how emotional you can be. And it's time to let it go. I cannot sit here and say, yes, I have fully forgiven my son's father. I no longer care at all about him not being around in my son's life. No, that would be a lie. Of course, I'd love my son to have a dad, but I'm at a point in my life where I can understand that this is the best thing for right now. He probably is not in a position where he could be a good, stable, attentive father and give my son things to grow as a man. Maybe he just doesn't have those abilities, and who am I to sit here and keep throwing all this anger and hate on someone, and maybe they're just not able to do what I would expect of them right now. And I'd prefer it to be this way. I don't want you other women to hold on to hurt and anger as long as I did, because it's not worth it. They probably don't even care. I would love to think that every day my son's dad wakes up and he thinks, oh, my dear Malachi, I hope he's doing great in life. I hope his mum is able to cope and blah, blah, blah. No, he probably doesn't. And I have to deal with that. And at the same time, it's so important to look at the positives that you get out of your situation by being alone. The time now that you can work on yourself. The fact that your child is not seeing you go back and forth with your ex-partner. They're not hearing you argue on the phone. They're not seeing you crying because, again, he's let you down. He hasn't come to pick up your daughter or son. Think of the positives and focus on that. I spent, let's say, a good 8 years bitching, complaining, being angry, and secretly hoping that this man would come back. It's been a blessing that he never did, because my son has a stable upbringing, he has a peaceful home, he's disciplined, he loves me, I love him. Like, we even done a task the other day, and we had to write down who are the people that are most priority in your life. And he actually wrote down me. I thought he was going to write down Granddad, because Granddad buys toys. But he wrote down me, and that showed me, like, wow, I really am doing a good job. And you are doing a good job. Do not think that just because you're not in a two-parent household and you and your ex-partner, or even if they weren't your partner, you and this other person that helped create your baby isn't around, that somehow your child is going to lack. No, 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 no. God gives you what you can handle, and right now you're doing it, and you can improve in what you're doing, but letting go of that anger and that hate will help so much. It was so nice to be able to say to my son's grandma that, you know what, don't even feel bad that your son isn't helping out, because I believe that maybe if they meet later in life, they might be able to have a better relationship. Maybe your son's going to be in a more stable position that he can continuously be in my son's life. Let's see what happens. But I'm not angry at him. I'm blessed that I have a child. I'm thankful to him for that, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the exact beautiful baby that I have now. And I let go of all the angst and the hurt that I had towards him, because it's not helping me and it's not helping my son. Being that way, it brings you down. You get depressed, you get angry, you get frustrated, and you don't even realise why. And this other person that you're so angry at, they're not even thinking of you. They're really not. So focus on yourself. Do this exercise. Sit down, lay down, close your eyes, and imagine being in that man's shoes, or that woman's shoes. This may be a single dad that's watching this, but imagine being in their shoes and think about how you could possibly be feeling about the fact that you're not in a good position to be able to be a parent. You still haven't got your money right. You still haven't even got a stable job. Think about how they really could be feeling, and that could possibly help you, just help you forgive them a little bit easier. But yeah, again, I just want to tell all you single, marvellous mummies out there, forgive, forget, and just let it go. Focus on what you have and be happy and appreciate the fact you have a healthy child or children and you're living in a home and you're able to do the job. I love the fact that I can say I have raised my son by myself and I'm raising a good child. Nobody can take that away from me. His dad can never say that. When we get old and grey, I know for sure my son's going to be visiting me in the care home. Hopefully I'm not in a care home, but you never know. But for his dad, like, when he's old and grey, if you haven't been there for your children, are they going to be there for you? But again, just try and learn to forgive. Do the exercise, think about what they could be feeling, and focus on the positives and appreciate what you have in your life right now. So I hope this has helped somebody, even if it's just one. And if there's anything else that you'd like to talk to me about, please feel no way to comment below, leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So have an amazing day, and I'll be back again soon. Bye. Let me do my little spin. See you later.